students. I am Dr. Balagavi, Assistant Professor Economics Department. Students, in today's class, we are going to discuss about the meaning of SEBI. What is SEBI? What are the features of this SEBI? What are the structure of this FDBA? Or what are the functions of this SEBI? What are the regulations of this SEBI? And we will discuss about the non-banking financial institutions. These are the important topics we are going to discuss today, right? Now, let us enter into the topic. Briefly, we are saying that SEBI. The SEBI in the sense, the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Listen very carefully. What is SEBI? SEBI in the sense, it is the Securities and Exchange Board of India. It is briefly considered as the SEBI. See, some of us we are saying that SEBI. Sometimes some of them we are saying that SEBI. So, on the basis of our convenience, we can change anything. So, the Securities and Exchange Board of India is considered as a SEBI. This SEBI is a statutory regulatory body. So, it is a regulatory body. This regulatory institution, it was established during 1992 April. So, during 12th April 1992, we have established this SEBI, right? What is the main function of this SEBI? Why we have regulated this SEBI means the main purpose is to monitor as well as to regulate the capital as well as the security market. See, in this capital market as well as the security market, we are facing so much of problems, So, in order to fulfill or in order to regulate these problems, just we have used this SEBI. So, the main purpose of this SEBI is to regulate this capital market or the security market. And the another thing is, the SEBI tries to give some safety to the interest of the investors, because at the same time, formulate some regulations as well as some guidelines regarding the financial instruments. So, these are the main aim or main purpose of this SEBI. The head office of this SEBI was located in Mumbai. And let us discuss about the objectives of SEBI. What are the main objectives of this SEBI? See, the main purpose is to give some safety to the investors, because a lot of people, they are investing their money in this financial market. So, it tries to give some safety to the investors, those who have invested their money in this financial instrument or this financial market, right? So, this is the first objective. Then the second objective is to reduce the malpractices related to the stock exchange. See, in the stock exchange itself, we are facing so much of malpractices. So, this SEBI tries to reduce some of the malpractices in these stock exchanges. And the another aim is it tries to introduce some new code of conduct. So, these are some rules and regulations. So, these are some code of conduct which will be implemented or we will follow in this market like that. So, it tries to establish some code of conduct. And finally, it tries to promote the healthy functioning of the stock market. See, in the normal smooth functioning of the stock market, thus we are facing so much of problems. So, this SEBI tries to create some smooth function in this stock exchange. So, these are the main objectives of this SEBI. Then, let us discuss about the structure of SEBI. What are the main structure of SEBI? See, in this SEBI, it consists of various departments, because in each and every department is managed by a head. In each and every institution, we are having some head, right? Like that, in this SEBI also, it is managed by a department head. And here, under SEBI, there are 20 departments there. At the same time, some of these departments are very important departments. These departments are corporation finance, economic and policy analysis, debt and hybrid securities, enforcement, human resources, investment management, commodity derivatives, market regulation, legal affairs. So these are the main important departments under this SEBI. And what are the functions of SEBI? See, the main function of the SEBI is, actually, if you see this SEBI, there is a chairman to this SEBI. So the chairman is nominated normally by the Union Government of India. What is the meaning of Union Government of India? The Union Government of India is nothing but our central government. So central government only nominated is the chairman of the SEBI. And the another thing is, two officers from Union Finance Ministry will be a part of this structure. So in this SEBI, again we are having two officers. These officers from Union Finance Ministry, right? Here, one member will be appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. So Reserve Bank of India only appoint one of these members, and other 5 members will be nominated by the Union Government of India. So central government nominate 5 other members, 1 member appointed by the Reserve Bank of India. Then if you see this SEBI, it is primarily set up to protect the interest of investors in the securities market. At the same time, it promotes the development of the securities market. At the same time, it regulates the business itself. So it provides a platform from stock brokers, sub-brokers, portfolio managers, investment advisors, transfer agents, bankers, so as well as other associated people to register as well as regulate the work. These are the main functions of SEBI. See, apart from that, here we are having some other functions also. See, the SEBI regulates the operations of depositors, participants, custodians of securities, as well as some credit rating agencies also. And it prohibits insider trading. That is, see, if you see these capital market or some financial market, we are facing so much of unfair trade practices also. So it tries to give some safety to these investors. At the same time, it ensures that the investors are educated on the intermediaries of securities markets. In the securities market, we are having some intermediaries. So it tries to give some safety to these investors. At the same time, it monitors some substantial acquisitions of shares and take over all companies. At the same time, it takes care of research as well as development to ensure the securities market is efficient to all the time. So these are the main functions of SEBI. And we will discuss about the regulations of this SEBI. What are the main regulations of the SEBI? See, the main thing is the previous operations of these regulations undertaken regarding right as well as privilege. Or sometimes if there is any penalty, means they are giving some regulations regarding the penalty or punishment. Or sometimes they are giving some privileges also. So like that, on the basis of the some malpractices by these financial marketers, they are having some regulations also. So the next thing is non-banking financial institution. So this non-banking financial institution, in the sense the non-banking corporations. So these non-banking corporations are incorporated legal entities because that largely produce goods and services on the market. So the non-financial means that they principally engage in the production of non-financial goods and services as opposed to financial services. Now let us discuss about the types of non-banking financial institutions. So mainly there are 3 types. One is insurance firm, second one is venture capitalist, third one is currency exchanges, sometimes some microloan organization as well as pawn shop also. And as far as India is concerned, the non-banking financial institutions during January 31, 2021, there were 9,507 non-banking financial companies registered with the Reserve Bank of India, right? So the main role of these non-banking financial institutions are they try to allocate the surplus resources to the individual persons as well as companies with financial deficits, allowing them to supplement banks. So by unbundling these financial services, targeting them as well as specializing in the need of the individual persons, that is non-banking financial institutions work to enhance the competitions in the financial sector. So these are the main aspects under these non-banking financial institutions. So students, in today's class, we have discussed about SEBI. What is the SEBI? It is a Securities and Exchange Board of India. It was established during 12th April 1992. The main purpose of this SEBI was to monitor these capital market as well as securities. So the head office is located in Mumbai, and we have discussed about the objectives of SEBI. Mainly, it tries to give some safety to the investors. At the same time, it tries to reduce the malpractices in this type of stock exchange market. At the same time, it tries to create some code of conduct in these financial market. And finally, it tries to promote some healthy functioning of the stock exchanges. So these are the important aspects we have discussed in today's class. Okay, students, the remaining aspect we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.